Holler if you want Giovanni. Check it out. Go grab a box of cereal so you can enjoy the video, and after it, hit that like button, plus make me a baby mouse friend. I almost forgot. Go get triggered, and if you do, go grab a box of snakes, cause I am very controversial. I mean, look what man happened to my man Herschel. That's it. I'm not really a rapper, you know. I'm more of a beatboxer. So, I really got nothing else to say. So enjoy the video. Peace. What do you think of the new intro? Why did I even set this up for the... But anyway, what do you guys think of the review? I mean intro. Excuse me, but... Yes, I know. The intro is pretty long. Pause. Yeah, but don't worry, I'm working on it. I'm working on making the intro a little bit shorter, okay? But you're just gonna stick with me. You could fast forward if you want, you know, to around the 50-second mark. Because that's where it ends. But you shouldn't do it because I'm thinking about, like, you know how Family Guy did the interruption during that intro? Yeah, I'm thinking about doing that. So maybe like when I'm opening my eyes, like I'm gonna cut it off right there, so you don't know anything happened. But let's get into, excuse me. Let's get into why you beautiful guys and you beautiful girls are here, and that is to talk about what I want in Child's Play 8 or Chucky 8 or whatever the next one's gonna be called. And that's what number 1 is gonna be called. I want it to be called, I don't know. No, I don't want it to be called I don't know. It's like, you got the Child's Play trilogy, you got the Of Chucky quadrilogy. That's like, I'm done with the Of Chucky. Let's get a new name. Now, people have thought maybe the 8th one to be called The Wrath of Chucky. I'm just like, no. The Of Chucky name is done. Now, I've seen some other people go like, you should do a combination of the films. It should be called Chucky's Play. Or Child's Chucky. I'm like, wait, what? So, hey, that's better than Cult of Chucky. I mean, the name made sense, but still. It's like, it should have been the Child's Play trilogy, the Of Chucky trilogy, and then Cult Chucky should have just been Chucky 7. But I'm actually glad, because guess what? The first 3 have numbers, and those are the best ones. I don't have to say in my opinion, because you already know it's my opinion. But I watched Cult of Chucky again, and let me say, it's still bad. Granted, it's still better than the first time I watched it, but it's still a 6.5. And luckily, because I was about to do a skit, like a 5-second skit right here, but luckily it's not. But if you want to know what I was going to do, let me know in the comment section. But let's get into number 2, and that is, I hope this film takes place a few months later. Don't do a 4-year time jump, because you know the movie's probably going to come out in 4 years. So no, let's not do some big time jump. Let's do like, it takes place 6 months later or 1 year later. Do not do a big time jump, okay? Otherwise, like, wait, what? Really? Andy's been in the asylum for 4 years and he didn't get out or nothing? So yeah, that's what I'm saying. It has to be 1 year or less after Cult of Chucky. Number 3 is, I would like to see more of Tiffany in the film. Now, I might have not liked Bride or Seed, but Tiffany was one of the best things in those films. But in this film, number 4, I want this movie to at least be 2 hours. or 2 hours and 10 minutes. So 2 hours of of the film, and then the other 10 minutes of its credits slash the after credits. We get the cameo. So yeah, I would like to see what did what did Tiffany, what's Tiffany been doing with Jennifer Tilly's fame? Like, I would like to see not Glenn. I don't like Glenn. Now maybe I've always thought maybe Glenn maybe he has the killing genes like Chucky. Cause maybe like what if he only kills when he gets angry? Because remember when Chucky killed Tiffany, he got mad and F Chucky up. So like maybe like I say, Glenn only kills when he gets mad, but Glenda kills like all the time. But back to Tiffany. So yeah, like I said, because in Bride you had Jennifer Tilly playing Tiffany. Then in Cedar Chucky you had Jennifer Tilly playing Jennifer Tilly and Tiffany. And then in Curse and Cult you got Jennifer Tilly playing Jennifer Tilly, who's possessed by Tiffany. I'm like, God damn, come on. So yeah, and throughout that 2 hours, I want to at least see Tiffany have about 45 minutes of screen time. Or at least 35 minutes. Oh yeah, 35 minutes of screen time. And the scenes better not be pointless, because I thought in Cult, the scenes were pretty pointless. Her very first scene is when she jumped off the doll. That was the only one that was actually important. But then after that, it's like, why are you here? And stop giving Tiffany the same kills. Like, she's always slicing throats. Stop doing that. That's old. Give her some new kills. Like, the only one that she's famous for, besides her very first kill, is the bottle kill. And Bride of Chucky, they did that same replica kill in Cult. God damn, I always sometimes say Curse when I mean to say Cult, or sometimes I say Cult, and sometimes I mean to say Curse. Those two C's are messing me up. But yeah, let's go on to number 5 or 6. Is that I would like to see more backstory of Chucky and Tiffany, because you have to assume that because remember Chucky was messing with Sarah, and you have to assume that Tiffany knew what Chucky was doing. So even though they was together, he was like, oh, I know what Chucky is doing. He's messing with Sarah, even though he's together with me. So, and let's move on to number 6/7. I totally forgot what number I was at. I would like to see more of Andy, of course. And now Andy should at least have an hour and 15 minutes of screen time. And so, Kyle has to have a big role. I would like to see, like, Kyle talk to the judge. It's like, come on, judge. All he did was punch a security guard. How does he go into an asylum like that? That's not how it works. Maybe if you punch a security guard at a jail cell, or, a police station, then you go to jail, but it doesn't work like that. So, Your Honor, and like the judge says, okay, he won't go to jail for blah, blah, blah years. He'll go to jail for, 1 year. Boom. And that's how. Or you can have, like, say, like Kyle was trying to convince the judge, and then Mike comes in. Boom. Your Honor, no. Don't you dare send my son-in-law to jail. Because, by this point, Mike has to be married to Karen. So it's yeah, let's move on to the next number. Number 7/8 is that I want to see the chant consistent. Like I said in the Cult review, which that would be in the description box, is that the chant better be consistent. Go back and watch your previous videos. Matter of fact, get yourself a co-writer who's a fan of the series, or a guy who's dedicated to helping the series. So even if, like, what if you would have hired me and I never seen any of the movies, but I was dedicated to go watch the old movies and help you out. So Don, get yourself a co-writer, or get a guy who's a fan, because you should have the series should have stopped after 3. Or Curse. Curse was a good ending as well. But let's move in to the next number, and that is I have 3 different openings to the next movie. Number 1 is gonna introduce 2 characters, and they're not gonna just be in this film. They're gonna be in the next movies as well, and that is it's gonna be the brother and sister, sister and sister, or brother and brother, and they're gonna be the sons to Mr. Sullivan, from Child's Play 3 and 2. And remember, you saw all these toys in his house in Child's Play 2, Child's Play 3, my bad. And that it's like, what if he got divorced? And the wife took the kids. So I'm saying, like, you'll see the good guy company again. Like, that's pretty much this number. We're gonna see more of the good guy company. It's like, wow, our good guy dolls is still being affected by Andy and all these killings. It's like, so here's how you open the film. You open the film like a few months after Child's Play 3, and you see the wife, taking over the company, and then you know what? That's gonna be a separate video actually. Why the good guy company should be more involved in this series. So yeah. But anyway, let's get back to the 2 characters. So the 2 characters is like, you know what? This guy's ruining our company. Hot Topic is selling good guy dolls. I mean, the voice doesn't even seem right. That's how you get Edward. You get Ed back. I mean, you know who. But you get the original doll voice. Like, Hot Topic is selling all dolls, and we're going bankrupt. We try selling. We should start making new things. Like, this is how in Jurassic World, it's like dinosaurs are not famous anymore, right? So let's make a new version of the good guy doll. Let's give him a phone if you buy one. Something new refreshment. Like, they make sure, like, if the doll was ever to go corrupted, you can hit an electric button, a self-destruct button, should I say? It's like, wait, what? They say you only could use it unless the kid is like over 10 years old or something. And it's like, you gotta take it in the backyard, like, or very much into a middle of a field to blow it up. Actually, you don't have to do it. It doesn't have to be some big explosion, but, just a small explosion, But, so yeah, you get and throughout the film, they go to they both go to an asylum to go meet Andy. It's like, you're messing up our good guy company over the years. You had that little over the last since 1998. You stopped, but good guy dolls are still being at murders. It's like, and I always think you're there, like you had to do something with it, even though Andy was not there, right? So it's like, and then Chucky, they see Chucky, the brother and sister, right? It's like, oh, and then Andy says, you need to stop working on good guy dolls, and it says right away. So like, you'll start developing those 2 characters, and they'll come back in the next film. And a second way I'll open this movie is that over the next year or so, is that you'll see Chucky and Tiffany. So it's kind of like Bride, how they was like traveling, to like New Jersey. Yeah, you'll see Chucky and Tiffany killing old people who survive their murderers. So let's say, like, before Chucky went to the doll and met Sarah and all that, they was killing people, It's like, oh, we gotta finish people who survived our murderers, somehow got away. So it'd be kind of funny, but it's also not, because so they're pretty much killing one-off characters who don't matter. So that's the point. And the third way is which pretty much was, I said earlier, with Andy in the asylum. So here's how you do it. You start with the Andy. No, you start with the brother and sister. Then you start with Andy, and then you do Chucky, and then that's when you say 1 year later. And the main focus of this film is gonna be following Chucky is going to hunt Da Silva's daughter. Yeah, so this is gonna take over a week. It's like that's one of the problems I had with Curse is that it took place in one night. I'm pretty sure Cult took place over 3 days because that's what I saw. But anyway, it's like even though we're gonna be following Da Silva's kid, we're still gonna somehow give Andy a lot of screen time, and Tiffany, and Da Silva, and Kyle. Like Kyle's gonna like go. Andy's like, don't worry, I'm gonna go help Da Silva and a kid. So like Kyle met Da Silva, and Chucky's like, I gotta kill the girl. It's like why would he kill the kid and why not just kill Da Silva? It's like I'm killing everybody who's connected to Da Silva. That's why. So it's like, and then Tiffany's gonna use her connections to try to. Tiffany's gonna use her Jennifer Tilly connections to try to get close to Da Silva. So like she's gonna make this bond. And Tiffany's like, oh man, I don't want. So Tiffany will like meet another Chucky, which is like Tiffany somehow is gonna find Andy's lodge, in the snow, the one in Cult. And by the way, why does Andy have 2 houses? But anyway, so Tiffany is like, I don't want to kill Da Silva. She's an interesting lady. And Chucky says, no. Don't you remember? I have your kids. Now, the reason I say that is because I got this idea from one of my favorite Chucky YouTubers. And that is Damn a Dude Industries. Yeah, he said, what if Chucky kidnapped Glenn and Glenda? Now, I don't know why, because I'm pretty sure Glenda has the killing genes. But still, it's like, no. Maybe Chucky doesn't like Glenda. But I'm pretty sure Chucky is a family guy. Well, he's a family guy for kids, not the wife. So it's like, you better help me, Tiffany, or else I'm going to kill them. So, yeah. Because the relationship between Chucky and Tiffany, it's kind of like Harley Quinn in The Joker. So, Chucky underestimates Tiffany throughout this film. And even though Tiffany was happy that, like, 1 year later that he was helping her, killing the old victims, before Chucky died. But now, it's like, no, you treat me like garbage. And then Chucky says, you are garbage. And so this is, Chucky's like, it's the end of the film, right? Da Silva is like in the corner. Kyle's knocked out outside the house or something. And Chucky's about to kill the kid. And Tiffany says, you will not kill the kid. And let I remind you, this is Nika doing this. Well, now I actually kind of forgot about Nika already. Damn. Okay. Okay, this is completely, if you want, I'm gonna erase everything what I just said. But don't really, or not. But what if, like, it's the end of the film? Because what I remind you is that our Chucky, the one from Curse, is human. It's not human. Inconsistent. Let me remind you, our Chucky is not human. So what if it's like in the next film, right? It's Chucky, Tiffany, and when I mean Chucky, it's Nika, Tiffany, Nika, Chucky, and Tiffany. in this versus Andy and Chucky, our Chucky. It's like we gotta take down that Chucky. He's an imposter, and Andy's like he's half of your soul. He said, yeah, but that version of me is when I wanted to be human. And C, he didn't want to become human. Remember? So yeah, I know I kind of did this on the fly. I didn't script any of this. Like, and let me remind you, actually, as I saw Cult, I did see the reasoning as to Chuck. It was explained that as Alice was dead. It was an explanation. I missed it, but it happened so fast. That's why I missed it. But those are just some general ideas on like to see in the next movie. So, this is goodbye. Peace. $5 later. So, Chucky. Something I forgot to ask you earlier during the video. Should I record? Nah. But, what if? What do you like to see in the next movie? War. Alright. Put the game on pause. War. You want to see war. That is a good idea. You got yourself, your prime Chucky. By the way, what the hell's wrong with your face? You been in the doll for too long? But, you got prime you. You got Nika you, which is, I think it was the third Chucky that went to Nika. I don't really know. And then you got Tiffany, who was forced to be on there. And then like I think I said earlier in the video. Damn. Oh yeah, I said Tiffany's actually on Andy's side. So like I said, Tiffany, even though Tiffany knows Chucky is punishing her or treating her like trash, she still loves him. The Joker and Harley Quinn, man. I can't decide which couple is better, for better or worse, but. And then you got Glenn and Glenda. Like I said, I think Glenn only kills when he gets mad. So what if Glenn and Glenda have to be like in the late teens, so like 16, 17, 18, around there. So what if like Glenn kills some people in high school, middle school, if he got bullied? But yeah, war is kind of good. Pause. So, and something else I hope is better. Like I said in Chucky review, the budget better be on point. Like, this better have a big budget, because I repeat, I do not want that doll animatronics to look like ass. Because I want it to feel like Chucky is actually moving. And remember in the Child's Play trilogy, you actually felt like he was moving? Yeah, there was times your doll animatronics look weird, but still, the doll animatronics in Curse, especially Cult, or should it be the other way around? But either way, both of those two had bad animatronics. So I hope the next movie has, a better budget. So yeah, war is good. Come on, Batman. Yes, beat Superman. And that's why I like Injustice, man. And I gotta get Injustice too, by the way. And let me go use the bathroom.